What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a really cool video for you guys, and it's going over the new hidden secret quest that was added in the Thralls of Twilight update. I'm sure a ton of you probably don't know this even exists yet, because up until about a few days ago, I didn't either. Long story short, months ago, the devs at Keen reached out to the community and kind of did a community poll asking, hey, if we added a player-driven quest to Enshrouded, how would you guys like to see it implemented? And some of the things that the community voted on was they wanted it to be activated just by randomly exploring out in the wilderness in the environment, and they also wanted it tied to certain lore aspects that were already in the game. And so time went on, we didn't hear anything back from them, and up until this point, we didn't know that this secret quest even existed. But recently, the devs on the official Enshrouded YouTube page dropped a little YouTube short that gave us a little bit of a hint, and it said, hey guys, don't know if you know, but there is a new secret quest with the Thralls of Twilight update, and the hint that they gave us was we had to follow a previous quest from the original Albanese Summits update that revolved around the dragons, and it involved a simple little lore page that pretty much everyone found in the very first little starter town, that you really couldn't miss it when you first entered Albanese Summits for the first time. And it talked about the dragon bone excavation sites and a little bit more lore about the dragons. And sure enough, in the Albanese Summits territory, there's 4 particular massive dragon skeletons that are scattered throughout the mountaintops, and they did have special chests at those locations previous to this update, and I've been there multiple times, and up until this point there was nothing really special in those chests to mention, but after seeing that little YouTube short, I'm like, I wonder what would happen if we go and check those out again. So I went and checked them out, and sure enough, we have some spicy new items dropping from these chests that turn into a really cool quest line that ultimately leads to 2 really unique and really cool weapons that we can get that there's no other way in the game right now to get. You don't get them from the level 40 Hallowed Halls chest drops. You pretty much can only get these from this hidden secret quest. So in this guide, I'm going to go step by step and just show you everything you need to know from beginning to end on how to fully complete this secret little hidden quest line, and show you the killer rewards that we get at the end of it for all of our efforts. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. All right, you guys. So there you have it. The full, from beginning to end, Secret Breath of the Dragon quest line. We obviously got two really cool, unique weapons in the form of the Dragonsbane one-handed axe and the Dragon's Wing special bow. I wanted to compare them before I let you guys go to what I would consider to be the most comparable endgame weapons for those particular classes. For raw damage, I usually go with the Light Forged Axe. Unfortunately, because the Dragon's Bane only drops at max level 35, it is going to fall short from some of the max level 40 melee weapons. So it's really only going to be good for mid to early late game once you start unlocking the level 40 weapons, at least for melee classes. Some other ones are going to be much better choices. That being said, the devs did say that they're going to be bringing weapon cosmetics into the game and weapon transmogs soon. And as you can see, this weapon is really cool looking, so it could be cool just to have for the look of it. So really good weapon there. But the interesting one that I really was curious about was actually the new Dragon's Wing bow. This actually drops at level 37, which is just shy, only 3 points lower than the max level 40, say, ignited bow, which in my opinion is one of the strongest bows in the game when it's max level. And if you look at the stats, it's only 3 points less in raw power than the ignited bow, but it has basically 7 additional fire damage and a special ability called Dragon Strength, which gives 25% bonus damage when firing from mid-air. So what I'm curious about, and what I'll definitely be doing testing with in my updated Hunter build that I plan on making new builds for all the different classes, I'm definitely going to be testing this for the Hunter build, because if you run things like Bee Sting, for example, which is a guaranteed perk that I chose in almost all of my Hunter builds, especially the AoE spam builds like the Shroud arrows and the explosive arrows. I was firing from midair and double jumping and hovering in the air constantly whenever I was fighting enemies. If you do that a lot and combine that midair hover with the 25% bonus that we're getting from the new Dragon Strength perk on this weapon, it may potentially do more damage than the ignited bow. So keep that in mind. Even though it's a little bit less max level, it has the potential to put out a ton of damage. So I'll definitely be doing the testing. I'll let you guys know, and obviously you'll see in the final updated Hunter build video whether or not I end up going with it. But similar to the Dragon's Bane worst case scenario, once weapon transmogs come around, this is probably one of the coolest looking weapons in the game, in my opinion. So for you Hunter players out there, this is definitely something that I would rock even as a transmog as a last resort, just because it looks so cool. But yeah, really interesting quest, and I thought it was really neat how they made a player-driven quest to the game and kind of tied in the lore of all the dragons in the Albany Summits territory into it. So it was really fun, and I enjoyed it, and hopefully this guide helped you guys out. If it did, be sure to smash that like button and comment down below. I appreciate all of you guys' feedback. Also, if you want to keep up to date with my future videos, I know I just said I'm going to be making updated class builds here soon. Consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of those future updates. And last but not least, if you want to join a killer community of like-minded gamers, feel free to check the links down in the description and join us on the Discord. We've got over 1,000 members in there now, many of which are playing Enshrouded. So hopefully you jump in and we see you guys around here soon. But until the next one, hope everyone has a great day, and we'll see you all later.